Hola and welcome to Lindita's Kitchen. I am Lindita and thank you for joining us on this episode of Chicken Pozole Verde. I'm going to be making for you. And why it's called verde? It's because it's got these tomatillos. And I'm going to get started right away on this recipe because there's a couple of steps and I want to just make sure that you get it all. Okay, so we have a pound of the tomatillos, fresh tomatillos. And when you get them at the store, you can pick these up in the vegetable section department, and they're a little sticky. So what you want to do is you want to peel the husk right off. Okay, and then, so we'll do that. And I've already got my pound of the, oh wow, this is a sticky one. But you want to make sure you take it all off because it doesn't taste very good with it on. And remove it. And the stem that's in there, you just want to pull it right off. Okay, so it's not a big deal. And this is what you're gonna get, just like that. And you want, it's kind of like a golf size, golf ball size, and and you can get them smaller or bigger, but go ahead and just weigh them out. But it's gonna be about a pound. All right, so we'll do that. And the stem just came off, so I'm gonna set these aside because I need to rinse these off. So we'll move these out of the way. And for this recipe, like I said, this is our traditional way of making our pozole, our chicken pozole. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with 3 poblano peppers. Now the poblano pepper is not very spicy. I mean, it's got a nice flavor. It's just a beautiful flavor. So what you wanna do is cut it in half. And we're gonna remove the seeds. And these aren't too bad, okay? I'm just gonna cut them in half just like that. Toss them in the bowl. These are pretty easy. They come off right away. Again, so we'll need 2 to 3. And these size. The size doesn't really matter. This is actually kind of like a medium size because they actually come a little big. And you want to just, because it's going to cook up, so you don't have to dice them. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to put mine in a little bowl here already. We'll peel this off. Yeah. It's so refreshing. I feel like I'm in my garden. Kind of like that, yeah. So, we're going to cut them in half. And then we're going to use our, we're going to have some jalapenos. Okay, now these are a little spicy, right? So like I said before, on the spice, you can tell a lot in the vein. And these don't have a lot of veins in it because when it comes down, it's usually on the hot part. And then you want to remove the seeds. You want to remove the seeds because that's where the hot part is. And let me tell you, if you are a hot person, you like it really spicy, go ahead and leave them in there. It's not a big deal, It's all good. So you just clean them out with your spoon. Kind of like that. Just clean them. Oh, maybe I'll just show you just like this. And if you want them spicy, like I said, go ahead and just leave the seeds in there. Ay, ay, ay. Perfect. And if you want to add some more jalapenos, it's really your call, but for my recipe, I just go ahead and just add them in. Add 2. These have a lot of seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and use my little bowl here and just scoop them right out. Now see. I'll go like this. Mira, that's it. And if a couple seeds go in there, it's not gonna matter. Whoops. Oh, it wants to be attached. Here. So we've got all our peppers right there. Let me clear this off for a little bit because I'm gonna use one whole onion for this. And I'm using a white onion for this recipe. And again, we always remove the little head, la cabeza, and you want to keep the end together. And then we're gonna go ahead, and this, since it's gonna cook up, you don't need to like fine dice or anything like that. Just big chunks, it's gonna work. It's gonna all cook up. Ah. Are you crying, Ian? I had him cut some onions before and he was just like, I can't do this. And I'm telling you, I think my eyes are just used to it. I cut so many onions up that, hey, that's okay. One whole onion. And like I've always said, we love onions in our family here. And the rest of the ingredients we're gonna hold off, and those are gonna be part of my condiment, okay? And let me introduce you to my little Panchito. It's our new addition to our kitchen. And he came along with una pierna, you know? And I'm telling you, this will come in handy. And if Ian gets out of hand, catchy, just kidding. Or at Basma Fitness, Dance Fitness. I'm gonna take this down there and work out. Yeah, it comes in handy, let me tell you. Okay, so we've got all our vegetables cut up. And now we're gonna bring it over to the range and get everything else cooking. Let's go. You can use a large stock pot or a Dutch oven, and this is a 7-quart that I'm using, and I'm gonna be adding 8 cups of the chicken broth. And that would be about 2 boxes of the chicken broth in a container. It comes with 32 ounces, so that's 4 cups, so you just need 2 boxes for 8, okay? So we're gonna set this aside, and now we're gonna add our chicken thighs. It's 2 pounds of the thighs, and they're boneless and skinless. And you can go ahead and use the chicken breast if you'd like, but I prefer the thighs only because it gives it a lot more, to me, more flavor to add. Okay, so put them all in there. And now we're gonna add, whoops, this one's having a hard time getting in there, come on. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our spices. And I'm gonna use actually 2 cloves, just full cloves. We're gonna add 2, and I use the large because I love garlic, you know, but 2 whole cloves. And then a teaspoon of the comino, cumin, okay? And that's ground, and also the coriander, yeah. And that's a teaspoon. And then of the kosher salt, I'm using 1 teaspoon as well. Sprinkle that in. And if you have the Mexican or oregano, if you don't, it's okay. Just go ahead and just add 1 tablespoon. I'll just tap it around here, of the oregano. Yeah, we'll mix it up. Give it a nice little stir. All your spices. Okay, and this is a good time to add all your ingredients, all your vegetables, the onions, the peppers, poblano, jalapeno. Ay, ay, ay. Just dump it all in there. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of veggies that are going in there, and it's not done yet. So we'll give it another little stir. And we're gonna turn the heat up to a boil. You wanna boil this, have it on high and bring it to a boil. And while you're doing that, you wanna cover and just give it a little crack, just like that. And that's gonna boil. When you bring it to a boil, then you'll cook it for at least 40, 45 minutes in there, okay? It's boiling now, that's for sure. Oh, nice. We're gonna stir it up a little bit. Give everybody a little turnover. The aromas are great. You know, look who snuck in here. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it still would be good. All right, add a little spice. Perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and bring it to like a low simmer, kind of like that, right in there. And again, we're gonna put the lid on it and let it simmer for about, you know, between 40-45 minutes in there, I'll say. And we're gonna crack the lid just like that. Okay, let's get everything else going here. So now that my stew is brewing over there and it's almost done, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my condiments. And I have here already started with one jalapeno over here, but you want about 3. And because you're gonna be serving it up, no? You wanna have your jalapenos. And right now, see the size that you have. So if they're bigger, you can cut them in half as well. And this is for those hot people out there that like a little bit more spice. So now that we're getting a little bigger on the end, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it in half. See? Keep all those seeds in there. Ay, ay, ay. Woohoo! You'll be doing the dance. I'm just saying. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my jalapeno. And we love jalapenos too, so you know, the reason I'm doing that is because actually I can cut it right in half. See? I already see, I can see it's getting bigger, so go ahead and just dice these up. Ay, ay, ay. Got some jalapenos going on in there. And now the green onion. You can use a white onion if you'd like. I love the fresh green. And it just makes it not just, you know, I love color in the food, but also it's got a lot of flavor and it's colorful. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the little heads here. Las cabecitas, that we would say. Knife. And use my other knife here. And just do it all at once. And I love the greenery in there and the taste. This looks a little rough. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Yeah, it looks a little rough. You don't want that in there. You can always take it out. And I try to use all of my stem, my greenery here. I say greenery because that's what it is, no? El color, the color. And thank you for my viewers also. I just want to say that really enjoy having me speak Spanish when I do a lot of my recipes because it's kind of like a Spanglish. But you know what? For my Spanish speaking people, they love it as well because they learn some English. And for my English speaking people, they get to learn a little Espanol, no? Oh, beautiful. Just color is so, it's, you need color in your food. My mother used to always say también, you know, el color, gotta have it. It tastes better. Okay, so then I've got my cabbage here. So I'm not gonna use the whole head. Okay, I'm gonna cut this in half. And what you wanna do is just get a sharp knife. Thank you, Ian. Okay, so then what you want to do is just do really fine, really thin, just shred. And this is the topping, of course, that you're gonna put on your pozole, chicken pozole. Oh, the flavors are so. You're gonna love this when you make this. Oh, refreshing, tasteful. There's some other sides that will go, not sides, other parts of this recipe. And I'll do those in a little bit, meaning other additional that we'll do is the avocado and some lime. And that's towards the end. Mira how beautiful. I'm just gonna do that just because I like to kind of cut mine down a little bit. Here. Oh, that can go there. How beautiful, mira. How refreshing all this looks, right? I know, I'm just saying. Okay, so then we're gonna add, let me see, what else do we need? Oh, my radishes. I started on them as well, but you gotta make sure when you do these, you know, of course, to remove the little head, la cabecita, you know, the stem part, and then the end. Now I'm going to use this a little different knife here. You want to just thinly sliced. Ah, the aromas in the kitchen are just amazing right now. Everything cooking up over there. I'm going to toss them in. Las cabecitas. Radishes, and they're so good for you. I mean, I use them on a lot of my recipes, other recipes, in my salads. They're so refreshing and crunchy and good. Whoops, colita got in there. Okay. Oh, I started from the other end, but that doesn't matter because it's all gonna go in your tummy. I know what I'm saying. You're gonna know exactly what I'm saying too. Oh, there we go. So now that we've got this part going, I think my chicken is ready to take out of the skillet, my stew, and we'll get started on that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator for now to keep it nice and fresh, okay? Whoa, yay, look at this. Oh, that looks beautiful. It's been about 45 minutes, let's just say. We're gonna turn this right off. It's been stewing it up. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that looks. And all our chicken is cooked completely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the chicken and put it on a tray here because I want this to cool off so I can shred it. It's easier when it's just a little on the cooler side. It's too hot right now. And I kind of like to use my hands when I do this. So we're gonna take all our chicken out. I know you're hiding in there. Hey, come on, where we are. There you are. Ay. Like I said, the tomatillos, they just melt right in there. Beautiful. And if something gets in there, hey, it's all good. It's all gonna get blended anyway here in a few. Ya mero. It's almost out. Okay, oh, I see two more in there. Oh, the aromas are incredible, right, Ian? He just nodded yes. Okay, my cloves, ooh, they're getting all, yep, they're gonna be going into the blender here shortly. Okay, so I think I got it all. What do you think, E? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside, let it cool off for a little bit. And now I'm gonna get my blender. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. E. I'm gonna use a different, set this aside over here. And this is perfect. So what you wanna do is just add all your ingredients right into your blender. And if you don't have, this is a big blender here, but you know, if you have something small, just all you gotta do is just double it up. You know, put a little bit in there, mix it up, and it's all gonna go in the stew. So all your ingredients are going in. Yeah, look how beautiful that is. The aromas are incredible, seriously. Yum, yum. Oh. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Perfect. So now, oh, there's still a little bit more in there. Oh, keeps coming. All right, I think that's it. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this chill out for a little bit too, cool off, because I'm gonna put it in my blender and I'm gonna add a little bit more liquid. But meanwhile, while that's cooling off as well, I'm gonna come over here and clean off my hominy. And I use Juanitas. Juanitas brand, it's a corn, it's a maize. And so it's canned, so what you wanna do is just drain it. Yep. So white corn, maize. And it's, I found out that, when they get this, they actually can grind this down and they put it in, make flour with it as well. So, has many uses. So you want to rinse that. I like to even eat it like this. It's so good. But we will cook it in with our stew. This is just part of the main ingredient. Okay. So now that my chicken thighs are like chilled out and ready to shred, you can go ahead and use like 2 forks for this to shred your meat. Shred it apart like this. And, preferably I like to just use my hands. Now that it's cooled off, because you don't want it, it's kind of a little on the warm side, but not bad at all. So you want to just shred your chicken. So, when you shred this, you can also cut it in half. Like if you don't want like big shreds, just go ahead and just cut it in half. And then that way, this is all done now. How pretty is that? And this is what it's supposed to look like. Just like that. Okay. So now, my blender's right here. It's got all the goodies in there, and all it needs is a little bit more of the juice, the liquid. So it needs I use about a cup. So I'm gonna go ahead, just add a little into it just to give it a little bit more liquid. Perfect. Set this down here. And then I'm gonna add, the only thing I'm gonna add is a little bunch of cilantro. And use the stems as well. You don't have to cut them or do anything. Just toss it in there, a handful. And for those that don't like cilantro, I know a lot of people don't. Use your herb, your specialty, whether it's parsley or basil, whatever. But I'm using the cilantro. Go ahead and toss that right in there. Let's cover it up. We're gonna blend this till it's nice and smooth. Okay, so here it goes. I'm gonna go about 30 seconds. This is when you dance. Ooh. That looks beautiful. Perfect. Perfecto. Ooh. So, mira, the steam. The aromas are incredible. You'll be able to taste the love there. I'm telling you, yum, yum. So now we're gonna take it back to the range, to my little stove over there. We're gonna put it all together. Okay, it's on a low heat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken, my shredded chicken, to the mixture. Yeah, all the juices. This is nice and hearty, I'll tell you that, as you can see. Perfect. And then, my tomatillo, our blended tomatillo. Okay, we just pour it right in. Beautiful. Perfect. Stir that up a little bit. So refreshing. And now we're gonna add our hominy that's already been rinsed. And remember, that was 2 cans, 25 ounces. So that makes about 25, excuse me, not 25, 5 cups. That'd be a lot, huh? Perfect. So 5 cups of the hominy. We're gonna cook this up. Okay. Now, go ahead and, we're gonna go ahead and set it up to like a medium simmer right there like that. Perfect. And we're gonna leave it uncovered and let it cook up. And then I'll get ready to plate it up. And this is going to be about 15 minutes to a nice simmer. Okay? Perfect. Voila, mira, it's all done. And it's nice and steamy and ready to serve. So let's serve it up. It is, if you were in my kitchen, you're going to be doing this in your kitchen, I'm telling you, because this is one of my favorite recipes. And again, you know, you can use pork too. I forgot to mention that, but I like the chicken version better. So this is our recipe, and I hope you're going to enjoy it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and serve it up. Ay, ay, ay. I don't even have to go to the steam room for this. This looks beautiful. Perfect. So again, you know, we did all these little garnishes, right? These little condiments. And so what I like to do is I first like to start out with my cabbage. And I'm going to just sprinkle it on. And again, you know, if you want more, and a little onion, just go down the line. I'm gonna go with a couple of little jalapenos there because I'm not that feeling it right now. Okay, maybe I'll go 2.5. Perfect. And some radishes. You gotta have some radishes. Oh, it's really fresh and it's nice and crunchy. So when you serve it up, you know, just leave it out like this. So your friends, your neighbors, your familia will just be able to put in as much as they want. And of course, I like to top mine out with some aguacate. You know, just have a couple pieces in there, just like this. Oh, beautiful. And of course, you gotta have a little lime. Squeeze a little lime right in there. Ooh, is your mouth watering? Ay, Dios mío, it's gonna be. Just wait. So again, look what we did, and it took really not that much time. It's just little steps that you have to do. But other than that, you know, it doesn't take long at all. I did go ahead, and I love my my pan. You know, it's bolillo. It's called bolillo. It's a Mexican bread, and I just put a little bit of butter, put it on my grill, and just got the grill marks on there. It's nice and crunchy. And of course, with my tostadas, the same thing. I did spray them down a little bit with some olive oil. And I did add Lindita seasoning to it too. So I just sprinkled it on it. And this is what you can do as well, is add it to your soup, your little stew. Give it that whoosh that you need. Again, how beautiful this is and how fun it was to make for you. And I'm hoping that you're enjoying all these recipes because I sure love making them for you. And these are our family traditional recipes, you know, so I'm glad that I'm able to share this with you. And I just want to say thank you to Aurora TV, you know, for putting this out as well. And to my sponsors, I thank you. Basma Dance and Fitness, oh my goodness. Like I said, I love cooking for you, so I hope you take this recipe and enjoy it. And again, to Nick's Garden Center, thank you for your support as well. And to all my friends and viewers. And I just want to say to my studio audience, I know, thank you, all those applause. You make me feel so special. Well, at any rate, I just want to say thank you for joining us here at Lindita's Kitchen. Until next time, you have a wonderful time, and I'm going to be cooking up some more recipes for you. Enjoy. Adios.